Hi everybody, it's Rick
and Rusty
with eatingwestvirginia.com, and today we are at Jim's Steak and Spaghetti Restaurant in Huntington, West Virginia
with Jimmie Carder, owner, and we're here to talk to you about the restaurant. So, start out just telling us some of the history of the restaurant and how it...
Well, my cute little story about the history is that my future mother asked my future father to get a job or she was gone. And so he went out and borrowed $1,500 and purchased Jim's, well, at that time it was Kennedy Dairy Bar. And it was just a little piece here down the middle. And being very hard workers, they worked very hard and developed this into what it is today. It took a lot of hard work. I have menus that have prices that are so cheap we wonder how they even made it. But the history started back in 1938. In 1939, a young man came, and long story with him, he left to go back to the Army and then came home and in the long run became my father's manager. His name was Bunny Gray, and he was a very vital part of this restaurant and the growth of this restaurant and the history of this restaurant. Then in 1945, a man named Elmo came in and offered my dad a recipe for spaghetti, and they took him up on it. He wasn't here very long, and I think after he left, Mr. Gray tweaked it just a little bit, you know, just to make it what he wanted, and it's never been changed. We make the same 40 gallons every day, you make it the same way. So if you liked it 40 years ago, you will like it today.
I will say it's delicious and consistent. That's one of the best things about this place is that it's so consistent. Everything's...
Well, you know, that was my dad's, one of my dad's key motto words was quality, consistency, good service. He liked to use the word ambiance, but a lot of people think of the word ambiance as New York with...
snooty.
Snooty.
Right.
So we are not snooty. The ambiance now has trickled down to the nostalgia of Jim's. So we do quality, consistency, good service, good food, and ambiance.
One of the things, I moved here in '93, and it was probably 3 or 4 months before I had come here to eat the first time. And one of the things I love is that your menu is no muss, no fuss. Like I hate going into a restaurant where you have a menu that's like a book.
Yes.
Because you can't do that many things great. And you all have kept your menu. It is an exact amount of items, and they're all prepared.
Compact.
It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. It's so good.
That's what we made the decision to do a long time ago. It used to be a huge menu. And we used to do things like filet with bacon and shrimp cocktail and fried chicken, and then years and years ago we cut the menu way down and picked out our very favorite dishes, and that's what we're sticking with.
Yeah.
So we still have the cheeseburger, which everybody still comes for, and we still have the chocolate and coconut pie.
What are some of the favorites? I know the cheeseburger is a favorite.
Needless to say, when you make 40 gallons of something every day, that is the #1 favorite, and so spaghetti is the #1 favorite. But I literally have people that come from the East Coast to eat the fish here. It's a piece of fish that comes from Iceland, and that's why it's so good, and it does not come in breaded. And so therefore we bread and cut fish all day. And then of course with our own tartar sauce and our own slaw that we make in-house, it is a huge favorite. There are days we'll sell 200 or 300 pieces of fish in a day.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah.
Desserts. Talk a little bit about your desserts, because that's, you know, obviously that's something that we
started with the chocolate pie, and then it was added to the coconut pie, and then we now do banana pie on Thursday, which is a huge hit. And we do some other rotating pies, as we call them, but those are the 3 main ones that we make. But we've added some chocolate cake and spice cake and red velvet cake on occasion, and it's good. But still, the very favorites are the chocolate, the coconut, and the banana.
That you make regularly.
Right.
Yes.
And I know once a year in the summer, everyone goes crazy about the strawberry pie. The lines are out the door.
I think it was 10,730 slices last year in 50 hours. So that's become sort of a insanity.
Yeah.
We have one last question.
Yes.
And Go ahead, Rusty.
This last question is: if you could sit down for a meal with anyone, alive or deceased, who would it be and why?
It can be famous or
not
Oh, my
otherwise.
dad.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad.
Right.
Oh, we have so many questions we want to ask him now.
Right.
Yeah, because we're not history people.
Yeah.
And we did not keep the history that we should have, because you think, oh, this will be the last year, this will be I've been back 20 years and I've been waiting for the last year to come. So we're still here.
Yeah.
But it would definitely be my dad.
Yeah. He was absolutely a fixture. I mean, it was great to see him when we'd come in, when he was still here.
Shaking
and it's
hands.
always great to see you when we come
Thank
in
you.
now, too.
Thanks.
We love
We're
it.
trying.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for sitting down with us and taking some time.
My pleasure.
We're going to take some great pictures.
Okay.
And
You do whatever you need to do.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.